Hello friends, today we are going to learn how to install and configure WordPress on Ubuntu 18. For more details you can refer my blogs. WordPress or VP. WordPress is a free and open source content management system which written in PHP paired with SQL or MariaDB database with support of HTML. WordPress was originally created for block publication systems, but it has evolved to support other web content types including more traditional mailing list, forms, media gallery, membership site, learning management system and online store. To function, WordPress has to be installed on the web server. Either it is a part of internet hosting service like wordpress.com or a computer running a software with the package wordpress.org. in order to serve as network host in its own rights. Details about WordPress. WordPress was developed by WordPress Foundation. The initial release was on May 27, 2003. It is written in PHP. It is a blogging software and content management system and content management framework. Operating system on which we can install it is Windows, Linux or Unix like. License is GLP. And for details for packages and everything you can refer wordpress.org. So let's start it. The first step we will install Apache web server, then we will install MariaDB, then we will install PHP, then we will install WordPress packages, then we'll create we'll create database for WordPress, then we'll configure Apache, then we'll configure WordPress application, and then I will show you I will create a site using WordPress. So let's start it now. Let's first check the kernel of the server. This is the wpress01 is the host name. IP you can see it is 2.230, and let's check the OS version. Okay, now let's before starting anything, ensure that your system is updated to the latest version. Now let's upgrade the systems. I have already done this. I have already upgraded the system, so there is no updates available now. Now we will install Apache. So we have installed two packages, Apache and Apache Utils. Now let's start the Apache service. Now let's check the status whether everything is working fine or not. Yes, it is working. Now let's enable the Apache. Okay, now let's go to the second step, that is we will install MariaDB and MariaDB server and MariaDB client. MariaDB server is to store the data, all the data into database, and a MariaDB client is to connect to the database. Okay, so the MariaDB installation is completed. Let's start the MariaDB. Let's check the status of MariaDB. And now let's enable this MariaDB. Now we will perform the installation and configuration of MariaDB. So currently there is no password. Yes, we will set root password. The root password is Red Hat. Remove the anonymous user. Disallow root login remotely. Remove the test database. Reload the privilege of the tables. Yes, here we have done the installation of MariaDB. Now let's install the PHP softwares. So you can see the list of PHP software. You can find all the software details in my blog. So these are all the PHP software that are required for the installation. So we can see that PHP software has been completed. So let's restart the Apache services. Now let's create a test page for PHP and check whether the PHP is working or not. So let's check the page is working or not. Here you can see the page is working. It is displaying all the information. Now we are going to install WordPress. You will find these documents and everything in this website. You can download all the packages from this website and you can install it. So I have tested on everything on 5.2.2 WordPress. So I will use the same package only. And now once it is downloaded, I will unzip that package. Now I will move all the content to home directory of Apache, that is where www.html. Now we will change the owners of the ownership of these files. So since it is Ubuntu, you can see www data, and if it was Apache, sorry, it was Red Hat or CentOS, it would be Apache. Now we will change the characters of the files also. So it is 755. Now we will create the database. We will create a database name as WordPress. Now we will create a user so that this user can so we will create a user. The password is Red Hat. Once the user is created, we will grant permission to allow the user to access WordPress document, WordPress database. We'll flush the other privilege and let's exit from here now. Let's go to the home directory of Apache. Here you can see we have a sample file. We will use that sample file to configure the WordPress to connect the WordPress to the database. So this file we will use it. Here we don't require index.html, so we will remove it. And now first we will configure the Apache server so that Apache can work properly. So since it is Ubuntu, you can find the files in etc apache 2 available sites. Here we have to create a file called wordpress.conf, and now here we will set the here I will just copy and paste it. So it is nothing, just it is the document root, directories, and index files and everything. So we will save this thing. Now we will enable this site with using the below command. Okay. Now we will enable the URL to read write. Now we will disable the default site. Okay, so this is done. Now we will restart the Apache service. Okay. First we will configure the database. Configure the WordPress configuration file. We will just give the database name over here. We will give the username. We'll give the password. And then everything will be the default one. So let's save this file. And now we will restart Apache as you will find differences in lots of this thing. Here we will restart database also, but you will just like to highlight one thing, that there are lots of differences always with every versions. You will find some little differences in this configuration file. If you use a new versions of this thing, the WordPress, then you can see, you will be able to see a different way to configure the database. So now let's go to the website and the IP address and WP admin, WP-admin. Let's select the language, and now we are configuring the WordPress. Username is admin, password is Red Hat. Confirm whether it is okay or not. Weak password. So before installing the WordPress, I like to show you that we have just created a database, and we have given all the information in the wp config php file. Now let's log into the database and see is there any tables available or not. Okay, now you can see there are no tables, it is empty. So once we click on install WordPress, WordPress will create a new table. It will create tables and everything. Okay, let me just log in. So the WordPress installation configuration is completed. Installation we have done already. Okay, so let's go to the server again and let's see the tables again. So you can see there are 12 tables has been created. So WordPress store all the data in these 12 tables. Let's exit. Now we have completed the installation and configuration of WordPress. Now we will create how to create a website. So here I will show you how to create a website using my own blog. I have created my blogs on Google Blogs. So these blogs are not that strong, and we do not have lots of options in these blogs. But as when it comes to WordPress, you will see lots of options. So first, let me just show you I will just copy the pages from here to there. So let's start with the Ansible block. I will copy my all Ansible block into the WordPress site, and I will show you. So this is Ansible, and now I will copy the data. Here I am just simply pasting it, and now I will publish the data. But if you want, you can preview and publish it, but now I will just publish it. And now you can see your post also. When I am using my IP address, my site is directly going to my blog, my first blog. But you can see if I am directly using the IP address, it is going to my first blog. But it should not be like that. It should go to the home page, or else how will others know how will others know about the pages? So here I will copy the another site. So I have done lots of changes in that site, this WordPress fonts and everything. So here I will use the HTML code, because I cannot sit again and do all the changes. The Ansible site, it is just a plain text. There is no changes or HTML things has been, no font or any kind of images are added. But here I have added everything. So I will copy the HTML source code, and I will paste the HTML source code over here. So see how easy it is. Now on my site you can see Ansible, as well as whichever site I paste, it will come first. But it should be not in this way. There should be always a home page, and from home page you can see home page, and then you should be able to connect to your blogs. So now let's create the pages. So this will be my home page. I will copy all my data from my home page to this site. When I am working on Google Blogs, I always change the publication date. So that is the reason my home page get displayed first. But when you are using WordPress, you don't need to do like that. We'll create one more page. In Google Blogs, the options are very less. Okay, so this is the contact us page. We have published both the pages. This is contact us. Here, this is the home page. So I want this page to be displayed first. Okay, before starting this thing, I will first create the menu bar. If you want to create a menu bar, we have to write a code in Google Block, but here it is very simple. We have to just on a few clicks it will create a menu bar. So I will keep the home first. I don't require the sample page. I will remove that sample page. Okay, now where do you want, on the primary or a footer menu? So we will click on primary. Now let's now you can see that home and contact. Now we will create a blog also, blog page. Let's keep this page empty, and now we will add this blog page to the menu bar. Okay, now in this blog page I will add all my posts. So I will add the 2 posts which I have created. Here we don't have to do anything, just move towards little left. But if you have to do everything this in Google Blocks, it is very difficult. You have to write a big code and everything. But when we are using WordPress, we don't have to do anything. WordPress will do everything for us. Now the thing which I told you, that I want to set my home page. I want whenever someone comes to my site, he should be able to see my home page, and let the numbers of blocks show it 1. So I will save it, and now I will refresh it. So now you can see, I can see the home page when I am using my default settings. Here you can see the URLs also. Yes, if you want, you can set the URL according to your wish. In Google Blogspot, this is not available. Here, everything is available. So let me just create one more block and show you. Yeah, so this block also contain images, videos and everything. So I will copy the HTML source code. So in Google Blocks I have to use an HTML editor, perform these fonts and everything according to the HTML editor. But now here the life has become really very easy. So let me add the post into the menu. Now I will do the refresh. Now here you can see the things has been changed. Previously it was date, and in the date folders this file was visible, but now it has changed. By default there are 3 themes available. We can change our website using any themes. So here again, if we click on the themes and activate the themes, we will see the details again, and we can change it from here itself. So I have activated this theme. So here you can see you can do all kind of editing and everything. You can have to just click on this editor and everything, it will change for you. And here are the details. So we will use this site to activate this theme, to activate it. So we have activated the new theme. Now you can see the page has been changed, so you don't have to do anything. The theme will perform its task, and it is very easy. Just on a few clicks our website is ready. And if you want new themes, so you can get new themes also. You can see there are multiple themes. For online shopping the themes are there. So you can see there are multiple themes. Whichever themes you required, you can just use it, and then you can host your website. So this is all about WordPress. Thank you.